It's your boy Gutsy,
It's your boy Vegas.
and we're going to be breaking down a little news story that I want to say I seen a couple of days ago, and it's a situation that's been going on. I want to say all summer, not just at parties. Um, what do you call it? Mansion houses, all these different events. There are not incidents happening. We've seen incidents happening at Afrofest, all these places. We have an incident to break down at Wet and Wild, formerly Wildwater Kingdom. um,
Mm.
a little situation where we seen. I don't. Well, it's hard to really see because we did. Yeah, shout out to TT. I guess. Yeah. Well, she already put it out there, but TT sent us another footage as well. I guess we can run that one first because that seemed like the first incident that probably happened, and then it
That's
went
right.
into an incident that was seemingly trying to go viral online with I guess a brawl with a man and others with a female.
Yeah. Let's pull it up so everybody can see what we are talking about.
And I will let people know that viewer discretion is advised with these both of these pieces that will. Well, this is just one piece that will be doing.
Yeah.
Walk away. Oh my god, guys, huh? No! Let's go. Don't self-respect nobody. What?
Yeah.
A lot to unpack. A lot to unpack. I mean, you could just pull up the video, or you can, if you
You
want,
want to do the next
have
one?
the video. No. Just have the video there. Like,
Have
just
it there.
plan it there.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a lot to unpack in the video. Um, the first thing, more than anything, is the children. Um, as you can see, children are easily what's the word? You can pause it. Just pause it so you can have it paused. But children are very influenced, and to children shouldn't be at events like this. Children's safety should never be in danger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, like, we're grown people. Like,
That's right.
there should never be a situation where you're going somewhere where there's a bunch of kids around and you're gonna put them in danger because of your ego, your pride, whatever it is. You got to put that to an end. Now, if your kids are in danger, that's a totally different thing. But this situation did seem like it had nothing to do with kids, and that's first off. Like, that we got to cut out as men, and you can see the aggressor. I don't know what made him be so aggressive. I don't know, but at the end of the day, again, when there's kids around, you shouldn't do that, because then you see, if you see closer to the end of the video, there was a little kid trying to kick somebody, and somebody was just like, "Yo, don't get yourself involved. Don't do that." Because you have kids that are seeing madness go on, and they're feeling like, okay, well, shoot, if I'm a part of the party that's being the aggressor, I'm gonna join in and be the aggressor too.
Right.
So I really, that was one of the main things I didn't like. What's your take from it?
There's no space for violence in a family setting, bro. Like, this is not a party. This is not a friggin' club. You know what I'm saying? This is not like, come on. Like, I feel like it's irresponsible as parents to even fight. Like, if there's a disagreement, which TT had sent us some footage before this event happened, actually. I think the girl in the black is pregnant, and that's why you don't see her getting beat up. It was the friend defending her, and the friend getting assaulted by the majority of the bullies.
Mhm.
And even if there's in a disagreement, be like, yo, whatever, throw words if you have to, but on full out on like assault, like it was a gang beating, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's right to see on anybody's behalf, especially in a family situation like this, where there's multiple families at this place of multiple races and gender and types of people. It's just like you're gonna show this side of you, this tough skin side of you, to just show that you're a bad person, or you're a wicked person. Like, come on, like it doesn't seem fair to the children, and their fun gets spoiled because they have a negative story or a negative thought. Like, who knows how much stresses or mental health issues you may have caused by a kid saying, I don't want to ever go to a space like that, because what if something happens and people fight? I talk about like 5-year-old, 6-year-old kids never wanted to go to a Wet n Wild or a Wonderland or the CNE. Let's go to CNE. Oh no, what if people fight? I'm scared. Like, they don't think about their
Trauma.
surroundings when they go through this, and the built trauma. They're creating trauma, my nigga. They are. It's the word of the month.
I'm telling you.
The word of
The
July
word of
is
the new
trauma.
it was what is it? Yeah, it was July. The next thing, the problem I had about this too is, where's the security?
I think that guy in the black was security. The one
I
that
don't
said,
think
"Don't
there's. I
don't do
think there's
that."
staff. I think there's staff. I don't think that's security.
Okay.
I think that there's just staffing. There's people around the stores. There's people to make sure that the place is clean or whatever, and they see an incident. But like, we're and I don't know Wet and Wild's security process, or if they do not have it. I haven't been to Wet and Wild in years, but like, I think that's something, unfortunately, that needs to start happening at some of these events now, just to keep people safe. Like, I believe Wet and Wild has a event, like kind of like after hours, where it's like, I believe older people are allowed to come in at after dark, and there was a situation that happened there maybe a couple of weeks ago as well. So it's like, I think the security there needs to be controlled. I also think maybe a population control situation might happen where there's only allowed to. I don't know how that works. Again, they might lose some money, but the safety might be a little bit more important. So you don't have these events where maybe kind of control the population. It doesn't look too crowded there, but maybe control the population of who's coming in, who's coming out, or whatever, just so you can control it by having security. I don't know, but yeah, I didn't like the fact that we're seeing a good like minute, 2 minute argument that was built up from before. Like, shouldn't there have been one of the staff members like, hey, there looks like there might be a confrontation getting ready to start. Like, we need somebody down here, like something, just to de-escalate the situation a little bit.
Yeah, they didn't. I think on the comments I had read that there were security, but they were just kind of like off to the side and giggling. And if that
Wow.
is true, you need to pack that shit up. Wet and
Yeah,
Wild
you
needs to
need
be
to be
sold
proud.
again, because
Facts.
the security of your patrons should be like top tier on your
First.
list, no matter what the situation may arise. Like you said, if you notice, like as security people, you notice when something is going to happen. So a de-escalation process should come into play. You guys have the body, the bullet, or the, I guess you could say, the shank guards and the protection and the mace and the. You guys have that. You have all that to your hands. Like, you're gonna allow this? It's crazy work. And if Wet and Wild doesn't have a security, they need to start considering hiring some sort of company to come and secure that place properly.
Um, could you see a place where you can play devil's advocate for the aggressor in these situations? Because I'm trying to play devil's advocate, or I wanted to try and play devil's advocate, and it's just like, I can't see why in a place where I would have my kids, or like, again, this is a kid setting, unless he was maybe a teenager that looked big and his
Mm,
mindset is a little bit different. No, in that situation, and I'm not justifying it, but we've seen over the last couple of weeks that teenagers, their aggression when something happens, it goes to anger and lash out instead of yo, let me think about the consequences. And I think that's a lot of problems when these guys and going back to schools, like, you know what I'm saying? This is why you need kids. And it's a deeper conversation. But like, I'm just trying to see if there was a way I could give like a, again, a devil's advocate of why this kind of aggression was let out on Shorty and Shorty's friend. Well, obviously the lady was pregnant, you're saying. So why did they deal with the friend like that? And it's a woman too. Like we
Yeah.
it's crazy that a lot of conversations that we have behind the scenes and from like our social media posts, we see that men really do feel like it's an okay thing to put their hands on women regardless of the situation. And even in this situation, it shouldn't be that. Like I think some men have to learn, and two, women do need to learn as well. I'm not gonna fully put it all on men. Women do need to learn, if you are going to put your hands on somebody or antagonize somebody, there might be a consequence in it, and it might be physical. Doesn't justify if a man hits a woman. I'm not justifying it, but there needs to be a little understanding on both sides that it's just like both these situations are not okay. Like as a man, you're physically bigger, stronger than majority of women. You don't know the physical toll that you can put on a woman by physically hitting her or anything. So I don't know. This situation just with all the kids there, I did not like that. Like there shouldn't be a bunch of kids seeing a man put his hands on women, on any woman, and then physically going around trying to hit other people as well. That's like, you know what I'm saying? What if he accidentally hits one of the kids? And then two, I don't know, even know if you see during the video, there's one of the kids actually throwing water or juice on the girl.
Yeah, I seen that.
So it's just like, I don't know.
The
We got to do
devil's
better.
the devil's advocate play that I see is if the shorty on the floor and her friend were verbally abused, verbally assaulting my children at the line or touching them or pushing them or something. Like if you put my hands on my child, fuck it, it's up. I feel like if it's a situation like that, and yet and still the man shouldn't do it because there's girls around, but for a situation like that, I can see why it's up and it's stuck
But
and you
but
touch
do,
my child or
but then don't you feel like, and again, you should tell your kids to an extent. There should be always a way to defend yourself. But physically doing it in a setting like that leads on for your kids to grow up and think, okay, well, if there's a party or something and I'm being disrespected or somebody's disrespecting me, I should physically defend myself. And then that leads into gun violence and other sort of violence. Like, you know what I'm saying? There needs to be
yeah,
more of a de-escalation where there's no violence. And I think that's the problem is we lash out too much. Like our immediate thing is violence, and I think that's the problem where the violence leads on and it carries on to where you have 14-year-olds having guns and they're getting themselves into situations because they're around the wrong people and the wrong influences.
that's
And I mean,
right.
and
But
if your parents is already a bad influence, then fuck.
that's right. But say you and your family is at a line and yeah, your kids are being kids and somebody yells at them and kind of pushes them or brushes your child. What are you doing?
Old Gutsy is
There
draping them up. And again, the situations is different. Like I'm going to have to learn how to deal with these situations in the next couple of years, but I don't think I'm doing that in front of my kids. I think I'm doing that. I think knowing how fucked up I am, and you know that this too, that I can be very petty. I'd watch that person for the whole time and wait till they get outside. I'm watching you the whole time and I'm waiting till you get outside. And even if you're with your kids, I'm gonna grab you really quick, put my hand around you, and be like, hey, let's go have a talk over here really quick. Like, hey, let's go have a talk. Like I think you know what I'm saying, but like in a
yeah,
setting where it's
yeah.
just like everybody, my kid, your kid has to see. I think we still have to be grown, and I think these things are missing in life where it's just like we can still run the fade, but just not
Mhm,
not here. You
mhm.
know what I'm saying? Let's run a quick fade. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. But like the disrespect to it's my kid. You disrespected my kid. So come,
Yeah,
let's do a quick us. You knock me out, I knock you out. Whatever, we go about our day and we keep it moving. But the spectacle of it leads to the more aggression, and that's when the pictures are out, the cameras are out, people are getting beat up, people are this and then a third. That's when weapons get involved. That's when the disrespect can't be handled. Now, if we're doing a one-on-one and nobody sees, a disrespect is a little bit different. I can handle like I can handle that if there's I don't know, but maybe I can handle that if there's cameras around. I think a lot of people's mindset is they can't.
yeah. Final thoughts?
Um, Going back to what you said, I think Wet and Wild needs to look at new ownership after what's been going on this month. But in all seriousness, security needs to step up in these situations, and we got to do better around our kids. Like we already see what's going on with the kids. This is why I think we brought this to you guys' attention in doing a video like this. And these are the situations to lead our kids down crime. You might not think it would, but a little physical altercation like this could lead your kid to all kinds of trauma and different paths. So yeah, let's do better for our kids and around our kids.
Yeah, and I'm gonna message. Sorry, could you go ahead?
Oh, and let's do better with the security at these events.
Yes, and I'm gonna message. I'm gonna message human resources. Try to get a statement on what happened at the Wet and Wild. On I think it was July 23rd. I believe the date was. That's the idiot too.
So that's been our conversation about Wet and Wild. If you have some other topics, other conversations that you guys want us to talk about, make sure you guys send us some things to let us know. Anything that's going on in the news stories, and we'll find it out for you guys, and we'll keep it real, because that's what the Mandem Show is about, keeping it real and giving you the real, honest opinions about how we feel about certain situations. And yeah, man. It's your boy Gutsy.
It's your boy Vagez.
And we're off of this.